4. I'm Eric Weisfeld with meteorologist Jenna Greenhill, and the skies are dry, Jenna, but that wind could make things a little more complicated for the first responders. We've been talking about this.
Yeah, the main threat with this whole system has been the wind. We had it before, during, and it's going to continue throughout the day today and throughout tomorrow. We are going to see wind gusts that could even reach up to 45 miles per hour. Once again, we still are in that wind advisory for today. Current wind gusts are up to 20 to 25 miles per hour. A few gusts are even stronger than that. A 33 mile per hour wind gust for Darlington, 20 in Conway, 29 mile per hour wind gust for North Myrtle Beach. Marion's wind gust was at 25, and we will continue to see that throughout the rest of the day today. But when it came to the amount of rainfall that we had, we came in about just over an inch, 1.1 inches in Conway, 1 inch for Carolina Forest. All of that rain not going to help the fire condition that we are seeing. And again, we are currently seeing just under an inch along the beaches. When it comes to the fire, though, again, 30% of that is contained. But with the winds throughout the day today, we are going to continue to see them gusting at times up to 35 miles per hour, which isn't going to help all of that much when it comes to containing that fire. I'll continue to talk to you about that wind coming up in my full first alert forecast.
And then our coverage of the Carolina Forest wildfire takes us to the Covington Lake community right now, where efforts to get a handle on the more than 2,000 acre fire still ongoing today. Our Eric Richards joins us now with a fresh look at conditions now, and hopefully some of that rain that came through earlier has helped out there, Eric.
Yeah, Eric, I can tell you that conditions have improved greatly here. We're in the Covington area, and I can tell you that the rain has really taken that smoke from the fire and pushed it out. But fire crews remain here on scene looking for flare-ups and hot spots. Now, the heaviest rain fell just after 12:30 this afternoon, with gusty winds added to the mix. When the rain cleared, we got a clearer picture of the damage in the forest areas with charred trees and thick mud. Firefighters were able to get a small breather to check hoses and refill their engines. Horry County police are reminding everyone there is still a burn ban in effect statewide, with some Horry County residents outside of the Carolina Forest wildfire getting in trouble for violating that ban. In fact, police cited 3 people and arrested 1 person for not following that burn ban rule.
Open burning is allowed. So during the period that has been in place, we have issued 4 charges against 4 different individuals in relation to burning during the burn ban. None of those are in relation to burning in Carolina Forest, and none of those are in relation to the burning that may or may not have started the Carolina Forest fire.
So a bit of good news now. International Drive is now completely open. You know, it's been closed for the past 5 days as this firefight continues, but International Drive again is back open, which is good news for motorists. Live here in Carolina Forest, Eric Richards, WMBF News.
That is good progress, Eric. Thank you. Meanwhile, the entire state of South Carolina remains under a state of emergency this afternoon, following a declaration by Governor McMaster this past weekend. And again, as Eric Richards mentioned, the statewide burn ban also still in effect until further notice. That comes directly from the South Carolina Forestry Commission. Today's storm brought temporary relief to some Carolina Forest residents who have understandably been through a lot of emotions this week. Our Ashley Listrom joins us live near the Walker's Woods neighborhood. And Ashley, the question is, how are homeowners doing now?
Eric, several residents right here just off of Tuckahoe Road tell me they're relieved today to see that the rain dampened their yards near where the fires are. Now, earlier this week, many folks actually watched as the fire jumped quickly, and they were worried that today's winds would cause a very similar scene. But to prepare for today's storm, yesterday, aerial crews dumped load after load of water on hot spots in hopes to saturate areas and prevent the fire from spreading. Now, even though the rain has helped, some spots were still smoldering this afternoon. And I caught up with one homeowner who was washing the ash off his cars, and he says today's strong winds have just made many in the area uneasy.
We've had a very interesting few days. It was kind of scary for parts of it. And again, last night with the wind coming, it got to be, we're concerned because right across the street and down the road is where we had the majority of the fires themselves.
Residents tell me they're just all so thankful for each and every one of our first responders. Of course, we're going to be continuing to monitor conditions out here and bring you the latest, both on air and online. Reporting live in Carolina Forest, Ashley Listrom, WMBF News.
And just a reminder for you, South Carolina's price gouging law remains in effect during this emergency response. South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson making that announcement Sunday. So that means anyone charging in excess pricing during the wildfire could face up to a $1,000 fine, 30 days in jail. For more about price gouging and how you can report it, click the link in this story on our website, WMBFnews.com. Officials at the Myrtle Beach International Airport warning that operations may continue to be disrupted thanks to the impacts from the wildfire. So let's take a look at the departures leaving MYR this afternoon and this evening. And look at that, you can already see a few delays and cancellations. Now, of course, if you are flying out in the coming days, make sure, as always, to check on the status of your flight before you actually head out the door. It's always smart to do. And of course, you can stay up to date on everything that's going on with the WMBF News app. Make sure you have it downloaded. Turn on those alerts. That way you can get any and all updates sent straight to your phone just as soon as they come in.